Is your chicken breast always dry and chewy, like you're biting into cardboard? Well, today I'm going to show you some simple Chinese cooking secrets to make restaurant quality, juicy, and tender black pepper chicken stir fry right in your own kitchen. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. Let's get cooking. First, let's talk about the cut. Look closely at the chicken breast. You'll see the fibers running in one direction. That's the grain. Cut along the grain. Aim for slices about the thickness of two stacked coins. I actually prefer using a frozen chicken breast. Give it a quick zap in the microwave, just enough so it's still firm but not rock solid. That way, it's much easier to slice evenly, almost like cutting a potato. Once you're done slicing, just let the chicken finish thawing at room temperature. So, why does chicken breast get so dry? When heated, its muscle fibers tighten up and squeeze out moisture. But don't worry, we have a foolproof 3-step plan to fix that. First, we tenderize. While natural ingredients like ginger or pineapple work, they can be tricky to control. For a reliable method, I recommend baking soda. It's much quicker and easier to manage. Second, we hydrate. As we marinate, we'll actually add water to the chicken. The baking soda we just used helps the muscle fibers absorb and hold on to this extra water. And third, we lock it in. Cornstarch creates a velvet coating. When this hits the heat, it forms a seal that keeps all that moisture from escaping. Let's see how it works in practice. Now, let's marinate the chicken. First, pat it dry with paper towels to remove any excess moisture. Next, add salt, sugar, MSG, black pepper, and rice wine to give it a basic flavor. Sprinkle in the baking soda and mix everything together with your hands. After a moment, you'll feel the chicken getting stickier. Your hands will get tacky, and you'll notice a thin, gel-like layer forming on the sides of the bowl. That's your sign that the seasonings are fully absorbed. At this point, add a splash of water and keep mixing until all the water disappears. When the chicken feels sticky again, add another splash of water. Repeat this process 3 or 4 times until the chicken looks plump and glossy with no excess liquid remaining. Finally, add cornstarch to create that velvet coating we talked about. Let the chicken rest and marinate for about 20 minutes. All right, our chicken has rested, no liquid left in the bowl. Perfect. Next, we have 2 ways to cook it: pan frying or blanching. Before pan frying, add a little bit of oil to the chicken and mix well. This way, when the chicken goes into the pan, the pieces won't stick together. Now, heat up a nonstick pan and add a little more oil than usual. When the oil starts to shimmer, add the chicken. Remember all that moisture we packed in? That's your safety net. It gives you a much wider window, so you don't have to stress about overcooking. Once the chicken is just barely cooked on the outside, take it out of the pan. Don't worry, the residual heat will finish the job. Now for the blanching method. Bring water to a full boil and then immediately turn the heat down to low. See how it's gently bubbling, but not aggressively boiling. Now slide in your marinated chicken slices one by one. You might be wondering, why not just dump them all in at once? Well, there are 2 crucial reasons. First, this prevents them from clumping together. But more importantly, adding them one by one keeps the water temperature from dropping suddenly. That stable, gentle heat allows our velvet coating to instantly cook and form a perfect seal, locking all the moisture inside. After just a moment, you'll see them turn white and float to the surface. That's how you know they're perfectly cooked. Now, The flavor from this method is a bit milder than pan frying, but the upside is that it's incredibly simple and a much healthier choice. Okay, our chicken is perfectly cooked and set aside. Now for a crucial tip that separates a good stir fry from a great one. Always cook your chicken and veggies separately. Why? It's all about protecting their perfect, individual textures. You want that tender chicken and those crisp, vibrant veggies. So now, we'll stir fry our bell peppers and onions just until they're tender crisp, and then set them aside as well. Alright, let's mix up our black pepper sauce. Add ketchup for a sweet and tangy base, soy sauce for saltiness, and dark soy sauce for color, rice wine, and a bit of sugar for balance. You can add MSG if you want that restaurant level flavor, or skip it if you prefer. Finally, add some water and mix it all together. There are two more important ingredients: freshly cracked black pepper and some butter. We'll use those in the next step. Over low heat, add the black pepper and cook until fragrant. Add the butter and let it melt. Then pour in the sauce we prepared earlier. Once you see it bubbling, lower the heat. Add cornstarch slurry a little at a time. Doing it this way, instead of mixing it in at the start, gives you total control. You can stop right when you get that perfect, glossy sauce. Finally, add the veggies and cooked chicken back into the pan. Give everything a good mix to coat, and we're done. Look at that perfectly tender, juicy black pepper chicken with that beautiful, crisp texture from the veggies. The secrets of Chinese cooking aren't about complicated tools or impossible techniques. They're about understanding the why behind the how. If you enjoyed this recipe, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who you think would love it too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.